Hi, on the Woodpecker today, I'm trying out 3 different models of maximum cordless drill from Canadian Tire. I already have some maximum tools in my shop, like this sharpener and this router. I don't just have one like this one, I also have one on my Panther router and another on my slot mortiser. And that doesn't count the other Canadian Tire tools I own. So when someone approached me to try some maximum tools, I said yes. I'll try those 3 drills by doing some extreme tests. For those of you who don't know Canadian Tire, it's sort of a big hardware store. Even if all those drills look alike, they have several differences. 2 of them have a 500 inch per pound torque, the other one 350. One has a brushless motor, the other has a hammer function. Now it's time to get them out of their boxes. Each of them has a fabric carrying case. When I think about it, I like that. Who always keeps their drills in their carrying boxes in their shop? As for myself, I have a whole half shelf filled with empty carrying toolboxes. A fabric case will take less space to store when I don't carry the drills around. Each bag contains 2 batteries, 1 charger, and a drill. Here they are. Together we'll take a quick look at their features. Each one has a light. The brushless one has its light in a different place. One thing that's difficult to see here is that they all have a charge indicator. This can be useful. Like all cordless drills, they have a variable tension chuck. The hammer drill also has a mode selector. But enough talking. What I want to do is to push them to their maximum. To do that, I pick up some beams left over from my shop construction. I had never thought that I'd be using them to try out drills. I also bring a concrete block, just to try out the hammer drill. I begin by drilling a 1/2 inch hole into one 8x8. This looks tough. I think I should charge some batteries. Since they still had power in them, it only took 15 minutes, and then I was good to go. I'll always begin with the drill with the less torque. I can drill this in high speed. I switch to the lower gear and finish the hole. The second drill will always be the hammer drill. This one is also unable to drill the hole in high speed. I switch gears and everything is fine now. The last drill will always be the brushless one. And yes, it's in low gear. When I drilled the 1/2 inch holes, I had no problem drilling through 8 inches after switching to low speed. Now I'll do the same test with a 3/4 inch auger bit. This went smoother than I thought. I'll raise the ante and use a 1 inch auger bit. Besides being a bit harder and longer, this was not a big challenge. Now that those 3 bits have passed my test, I'll use the biggest drill bit I own, an 1 3/8 auger bit. When I built my shop, I had to buy a big drill just to be able to drill my mortises with this bit. So this will be a test that will push the drills to their limits. You can see that the brushless ones does the job quicker than the others. This was not an easy task, and if I touch the drills, I can feel that the one with less torque is warmer than the others, and the brushless one is almost cold. Since one of them is a hammer drill, I have to drill a hole into a concrete block. This works just like it's supposed to do. I can now screw a screw into this hole. After drilling those holes, a small screw like that looks like a joke. I can do better. So I'll drill some 6-inch, 10-inch, 15-inch, and finally 18-inch screws. This will be a real test. I begin by setting the chuck for the 3 drills to 15, the highest setting on 2 of them. Then I drill the first screw. After a couple of seconds, the chuck engages. Same thing for the hammer drill, but for this one, I can raise the setting. Same thing happens with the brushless one. I switch all of them to the drilling position and finish the job without any trouble. As you can see, a small 6-inch screw is not a real challenge. But if I want to try a 10-inch screw, I'm forced to switch my piece of wood. So now I'm using all 3 drills to screw some 10-inch screws into end grains. The one with less torque, the hammer drill, and finally the brushless one. Again, you can clearly see that the brushless one can drill a screw faster than the 2 others. For the 15-inch screws, I put 2 8x8 blocks one on top of the other and screw them together. Screwing 15-inch screws takes some time. All this takes 30 seconds. But as you can see, I can screw it without any trouble. This is impressive. But not as impressive as screwing 3 8-inch wood blocks with 3 18-inch screws. It takes between 23 and 35 seconds. And I thought I wouldn't be able to screw those long screws. I'm impressed. One thing for sure, this won't be taken apart without the help of one of my new drills. But to be honest, I didn't think those drills would shine through my tests. I'm pleasantly surprised. The 3 of them passed my drilling and my screwing tests. Personally, I prefer the brushless one, but it has no hammer function. I know that you don't drill 18-inch screws every day, but now you know that even the drill with the less torque can do the job. Even better than several drills I've bought in the past. So if you're on the market to buy a drill/screw gun, you'll be well served with either one of those drills. I hope my tests helped you shed some light on those drills and come back soon for the next episode of the Woodpecker.